Order. What I am coming under, sir, is a constitutional point of order. Sir, I represent a community and a yes, I'm a polytechnic graduate. And I represent that community, and I'm very proud of polytechnic graduates anywhere. That is not, with due respect to the university graduates wherever they are. Order. So I am citing Order 1 of the Constitution. Order 1, Section 1 of the Constitution, 42 and 131. 131. Yes, Section 1 of the Constitution says that any law, everything of... No. Okay, let me read for you.
Yeah, you ask for permission.
I have the floor.
And you ask for permission.
Yes, the supremacy of the Constitution. That university graduate, can you allow me a space? I have the floor. So allow me to do it. So Section 1 says, Section 1 talks of the supremacy of the Constitution, and that any law that is not in tandem with this Constitution is null and void. Yes, that is what it says. 42. It says, a citizen of Nigeria, of a particular community. The polytechnic students are a community in Nigeria, and they cannot be disregarded. Yes, sir. They said, 42, I'm reading 42. A citizen of Nigeria, of a particular community, ethnic group, place of origin, sex, religion, or political opinion shall not, by reason only that he is such a person, be discriminated, be subjected to either expressly or in a practical application of any law in force in Nigeria, or in any executive or administrative action of the government to disabilities or restriction to which a citizen of Nigeria, other than such communities, ethnic groups, places of origin, circumstances of birth, sex, religion, or political opinion are not made subject to now, sir, 131. I pick only 131. The qualification of a president of Federal Republic of Nigeria, sir. It says that the president shall be a person shall be qualified for election to the office of the president if A, he is a citizen of Nigeria, B, he has attained the age of 40 years, C, he is a member of a political party, D, he has been educated up to at least school certificate level. Mr. President, I rise here today to say that no HND holder cannot by any means be excluded from attaining his full potentialities in anything. And the inclusion of a non-constitutional body called Quran by the chairman, yes, it's a non-constitutional body. This is what the Constitution says. Therefore, the Constitution is supreme. We cannot bring any unconstitutional body, by whatever name it is called. Sir, because of this reason, this law, as it is, as drafted by the committee, should be thrown out. It doesn't even merit any discussion in this chamber. It is discriminatory, and it should not be entertained in this chamber. Mr. President, all our laws, and this is part of the reason where we are today, sir. You cannot buy anything. I choose to go to the Polytechnic. I went to the Polytechnic. Yes. And if somebody chooses to go to the university and obtain a degree, so be it. I have my HND and I'm very proud of it. The chairman of this committee is an architect. I know several HND holders, architects that are far better than what he has done, including his house that he has done. I have been to all his houses. What has he done? He did nothing. He cannot buy anymore. So by this constitution, this section cannot.
Okay. Senator Marafa. Now, you see, you referred us to the Constitution, Section 42. Yeah, but if you look at Section 42.3, for the 3. He said nothing in subsection 1, that's one we read, of the section shall invalidate any law by reason only that the law imposes restriction with respect to the appointment of any person to any office. So, because what they are saying, you can't appoint a doctor to be Attorney General. So that's what he's simply saying. So it's such professional restrictions. So, and more importantly, we've taken a decision on this. So if you want to, yes, it's for the court to say, but yeah, we have rules. We have rules that guide us. Okay. Anyway, I've noted your point. Can we make progress now? Which is good. Okay. All right. Yes, please, I've had enough of this. Please, can we make progress? We are looking at 11.2. Yes, Senator Magnus Abe.
Sir, 11.2 talks about the removal of the managing director. Sir, if you look at the intendment of 11.2, it says the 11.25, that's where I'm reading from. It says the managing director and executive director shall not be removed from office except in accordance with the provisions of this act, subject to the approval of the Senate. Mr. Chairman, sir, if we want to make the removal of the executive directors and the chairman subject to the Senate, I think that we can do that better, to say that the managing director and the executive directors shall be removed from office in accordance with this section with the approval of the Senate. That is simple, short, and sharp. So that the whole procedure that we have set out here, we know it ends in the Senate. That's what I just wanted to make the point of.
Distinguished colleagues, I must confess that this law is very important. This very bill is very important. And I would like to advise Senator Gaya to take this bill and go and have another look at it. I think there are some few issues that need to be resolved. Because even the issue Magnus raised, the standard practice that the president can remove any person from office. But sometimes the restriction is that he may be removed acting on the resolution of the Senate. So for us to subject the removal now to such approval needs to be better drafted so that we don't take over the executive provision. So, Senate Leader.
But, Mr. Chairman, distinguished colleagues, I think for removal of executive director in an agency of government to come for approval from the Senate, I think it's reducing the Senate. We should concern ourselves with something more serious. We don't need.
Yes, Mo.
President, I want to second this motion because I believe that if we're even restricting MD, but to say executive directors removal to come to the Senate, I think it's not necessary. So I second that section.
No, let him go back and redo it.
Or let no, I won't say go back.
My distinguished colleague, the issues raised are important, sir. And that was the fact that in the FEMA Act, which was amended in 2007, it reads that the managing director and the members of the board, or the chairman of the board, it has this clause. So we copy from the 2007 Act and reflected here. But the observation is noted. The committee will sit down again and look at the report and come back with it again. But on the issue of registration of quorum member, we said it clearly here. Whatever I said something, but we said it clearly that a BSc degree holder or its equivalent or member of quorum. That's what we agreed on. We are not saying we should not bring HND holder or whatever, but we said it's equivalent. HND or its equivalent and a quorum member. That's what we agreed. That was agreed.
What do you say about having a look at this? Because if you look at 11.2, if you look at 11.2, which is saying that before you suspend somebody, you have to give the person notice. It doesn't make sense. So I think, do you agree that you need to go have a look at this section? Senate Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I move that the Senate reverse the plenary for the charge report progress.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished senators, I second the motion that the Senate should resolve into plenary to report progress and that this should be suspended.
Those support that chair now report progress say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Distinguished colleagues, the Senate in the Committee of the Whole considered the report of Committee on Works on the Federal Roads Authority, etc. Bill 2017 and approved as follows. Clause 1 to 2 as recommended, 3 to 6 as amended, 7 to 8 as recommended, 9 to 11.1 as amended. Further consideration of the bill deferred to another legislative day. Is this a true reflection of what transpired in the Committee of the Whole? Thank you. Senate Leader.
Of the mood of the Senate.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, because of the genuine mood of the Senate, I move that we will step down on the remaining items on the order paper till another legislative day.
Priority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion as moved by the leader that considering the mood of the day, that we set down the other items on the order paper to another legislative day. I still second.
Very well. Dear colleagues, in view of the very popular motion moved by the leader and fully seconded by the majority leader, those in support that will suspend the remaining items in the order paper to another legislative day say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Senate Leader.
Mr. President, very distinguished colleagues, having concluded on today's proceedings on the order paper, I hereby move that the Senate stands adjourned till 6 June 2017.
Priority Leader.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to second the motion for adjournment moved by the Senate Leader that this Senate do stand adjourned to 6th day of June 2017 at 10 a.m. I still second.
Thank you so much. Dear colleagues, those in support of the motion that Senate now adjourned to Tuesday, the 6th day of June 2017 at 10 a.m. Say aye. Those against saying nay, the ayes have it. Senate accordingly adjourned.